Alright, my name is Whitehat. I'm gonna try and do a Cybernoid tutorial for you. This game is pretty difficult considering you only get 9 lives and 0 continues. But hopefully some of the strats I'm gonna go over should make the game more consistent. Basic movement, there's not much. Just whatever way you hit, you go. A shoots your laser gun, I guess, and B uses your items. You can cycle through your items by pressing select. You see them at the top. You get bombs. Bombs, which will just shoot these bombs. Genocide, which will kill everything that's on screen that can be killed. I don't think it kills turrets or anything like that. Shield, which is going to be very important. Makes you invulnerable for that long. It's not a whole lot of time. Bouncers, these weapons that bounce all around the screen. And Seekers, which we are only going to use like once. And that's the 5 weapons. You also can pause, change your weapons on the pause screen, which I don't really do any of that in the run, but if you get into like a certain situation, I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea to pause if you wanted to. Like, if you quickly wanted to get to shield, like you're gonna die, you can even hit B, and then it'll use the item in the pause menu, and then as soon as you unpause, it'll like automatically use the weapon for you, which is neat. Alright, so yeah, let's just start. Start with stage 1. Stage 1 is pretty easy. You should be able to consistently get out of stage 1 without losing any lives, and that's going to be pretty important for getting through the rest of the game. Alright, so immediately I switch to bouncers because I want to waste all of them, and you'll see why at the end of this. This is like the most dangerous screen. If you can get through that screen, should be good to go. Yeah, that screen's easy. This one's easy. Take your time. There's no reason to be greedy. Go high because those missiles pop out. This one, you just need to work on the timing for the elevator. It's not too hard. And I like to get down to 1 bouncer before I leave this room. Alright, and then we change to our Genocide. And then in the middle of this room, I use it to not have to worry about these guys. This section, you just need to work on your timing. Get through there. This screen, nothing special. No little options will destroy. Alright, now this screen, you want to come in a little bit above the ground or else you get stuck on the transition. But you come through, you should be able to squeak under that guy, and then I use a Genocide for safety, so no more sneaking on me. This screen, we shield through this because this actually isn't too tough, but I mean, no reason to have to worry about it. This screen, we're going to go to our bouncer or breakthrough. Alright, this is another random screen because it has these jellyfish guys. I find the best strategy to just hug this and come down. They will troll you every once in a while. With this screen, we use our bombs to just get through this. And we're almost at the end. You come up here. Alright, so this is a really important thing. You want to make sure you have 0 bouncers, so I have 0 in my inventory. We shoot the side of this right there, and it pops out this little spaceman guy. He has a super long shield, and also he gets 5 shields instead of 1. So this is going to be very important. We're going to do this at the end of stage 1 and stage 2. So that's stage 1. It's a pretty straightforward stage. I think if you use the items where I use them, you should have pretty solid success. And you really want to be getting out of stage 1 with, we'll say, at least 8 lives. Like, if you're losing more than 1 life, I would reset probably, because you do not want to get all the way to stage 3 and then end up game overing. Alright, so stage 2. So we have, since we got that power up, we're going to have a shield that lasts us for 6 screens into the next stage. It always runs out at the exact same screen. While your timer's counting down, you can hold down A and it'll buffer an A press, so you start the next screen, or this next stage as soon as possible. This one, we just bust through. And since we have this shield, we don't have to worry about any of any of the obstacles in this screen, or on this stage, for the first 6 screens. Alright, so the screen after this is when it runs out. So that reminds me, I want to switch to my shield. And going down this, just use shield. You can try and squeak by without doing it. Alright, this one we use shield again. Let me go bottom to top in this room. This room, we're just nice and safe. No need to rush. This room, we bounce out of. Pretty easy. These couple of rooms are pretty easy. And I'm burning through my bouncers again, same as the last stage. So I want to be completely out of bouncers after this, or from this room. So I'm all out right now. I'm going to switch to Genocide for this next room. And pretty much just use it right away. We switch to bombs. Bomb through here. And then we use our other Genocide to get through that room. Alright, in this room we're switching to our shield. Shield, we're just going to shield through this, because it's really risky to try and go through there. This screen, we're just going to play it safe. You can burn a shield here, but it's going to be smarter to just use one shield right here to just easily get through this room. And then as soon as we get past the green pillar, we're going to, or right at the green pillar, we use that. And we get our power up again, and that's stage 2. I think using those strats is going to be pretty... I think you can consistently get through that stage without dying. Which is obviously very important again, because we need our lives for stage 3, which is pretty much twice as long, or it's as long as stage 1 and 2 combined. It's a really, really long stage. So yeah, that's stage 2. Let's just go to stage 3. So stage 3 is like the big one. Stage 3 is like a monster of a stage. But hopefully I have some strats that should help out. We buff our A again. Alright, so this mace thing, I actually do not like to get this. So I'm gonna... as soon as this stage starts, I'm holding up and left to avoid picking that up. So I'm holding A, up, and left right now while the time is counting down to buffer everything. I think it messes up I think it messes me up for parts later if I pick up the little option. Alright, so we're invincible. We got our shield. You can bomb to go through that if you want. We're going to be taking intentional death later to refill our bombs, so not a big deal if we use them all. We use that. You can pick up this little option guy who shoots behind you. Alright, so this is after this screen, our shield runs out. So knowing that, we're going to switch to our shields again. And as soon as we get in this room, we're just going to use our shield. And we switch back to bombs. Go along the top. This one, alright, we got a troll bubble here. But, oh, that's not good. You do not want to do that. So this one's kind of tricky to get through. I think let's use a shield there. We're gonna have one extra shield at the end, so. Alright, so I make a save state like right before where my shield runs out. That's the best way to practice, I think. Because you don't need to worry about the first 6 screens, because you're not gonna die. Alright, so through the transition, we're holding B. Switching to bombs. So I just go along the top. Usually, there are rare occasions where you will die. And let's just use our shield to get through here. We're back to bombs. Stand on the very edge here. We can snipe that top one. And we're going to use our shield. 1, 2, 3 to get back to bombs. Takes 3 select hits to get back to bomb. Alright, from here, we're going to go Genocide. And we're going to try and get through these screens without dying. It is a bit of randomness. If there's a bunch of them on the screen, you know you're pretty much safe because no more will spawn. But you can get trolled. So I use a Genocide on this screen. Shoot that guy. You should be fine. I use another Genocide. Oh, I accidentally used two Genocides. Alright, no big deal. Alright, now it's a big deal. You really want this spacesuit to last as long as possible. Our bombs. Along the top, shooting everything. Let's use our shield. Back to bombs. Bust that one out. Shield. 1, 2, 3. Back to bombs. And then we're on Genocide again. And we're trying to squeak through all these guys. Genocide there. Shoot there. Sometimes he uses 2 Genocides. That's what happened last time, so I wasn't ready here. And I go along the very bottom. At this part, we just go straight up. Avoid the missiles. We're going to wait for this centipede guy anyway, so there's no need trying to sneak past anything. Bouncers to get through. I would say probably use another shield here. And then I would use another shield here. Because... Alright, now we're bouncers here. This previous room control you a little, but if you just hug the right wall as you're going down, that shouldn't be too big a problem. So use bouncers and then bombs to get through. Alright, so we're going to be taking a death on this next screen. But I want to break all as much as I can. And then I take the death. And that's going to be refilling our bombs for... I try to go just along the top, and that's fine. Genocide in this room. This one, you just stay along the bottom. This one, yeah. You want to try and weave through just like the other 2 screens with those falling guys. So if you're not on the all the way right here, this missile will come down. Here. Yeah, that's fine. You can take a death and then use a Genocide. What am I doing? You just want to go straight off the screen. This one, we can use another Genocide if we want. See, these jellyfish are a little bit predictable. Like, as soon as they're on screen for a certain amount of time, like the 3rd tile up, they do this move where they crash to the left. So, if you see one coming, like right where you are, you just go up, and they'll move out of your way. And then you want to sneak down. This screen, we just bomb our way through. Nothing special. No need to be greedy here. Alright, through this transition, we're just going to hold left, not up. So we fall straight down, and hopefully don't get sniped. This screen we're going to try and get through without dying. If we can get through this screen without dying, we're just chilling here for a second, and then we're going to use our shield to get through. You really can't get through this screen without using your shield. Next screen, we're going to take an intentional death to refill our shields. And we shoot this block out. Use our shield, and then we go through all this. This is the final screen. This is the only time we use our Seeker. We use it to break that block. Nothing else will break it. You can try and squeeze through this. It's actually not too bad to try and get through. But if you have extra lives, you can just take a death immediately. And then just use your shield to get through. And that's the whole game. That's the end of stage 3. So I don't know. Let's try and do a run and see what happens. Let's use a timer. See if I can. These are the record splits, so I'm going to be losing a lot of time. But let's try it. Time officially starts when you pick the difficulty. So I switch to my bouncers here, and then we're just trying to stay alive through that screen. I use another bouncer. I use another bouncer, and we're just playing this one safe. There's no need to go quickly here. And then I use another bouncer. And then we're saving one more because we have to break through some blocks later. We're switching to Genocide. Halfway through the screen, use it. You really want to make sure you only use it once. Go through that section. It's not too bad to get through there, no stop. This one, we're going a little bit above the bottom, and then we're going along the bottom. Use it right there. Switch to shield. Go through this section. Easy peasy. Switch to bouncers. That's one after. We're switching to bombs here, and then we're trying to sneak past right there perfectly. Watch out for the missiles. There's no reason to hurry this screen because we have to wait for that centipede to get out of our way anyway. Alright. And we have 0 bouncers. We get our power up. And that's the first stage. pretty easy. And we have our power suits. So we're good to go for stage 2. Holding A and left. Oh yeah, we're on bombs already. Just breaking through that. We got our shield, so we don't have to worry. And then we know that our shield's about to be running out, so we're going to change to shield, which is 2 after bomb. This screen pretty much just used shield right away. There's no reason to risk it. Go under that. Get to the plant, use your other shield there. And then I go along the bottom and then up to the top. And that manipulates the bubbles to not be in your way. This part, we're not being greedy, we're changing to bouncers. Because we know the next screen up, we need bouncers right here. And these screens are really easy. We're burning off all our bouncers by the end of the next screen. So we're down to 0. That's where we want to be. I'm switching to Genocide here. We're going to use 1 Genocide, switch to bombs. You want to hang out on the left here at the start in order to not get killed instantly. We use our Genocide there. That's our 2nd Genocide. Shield. We're going to use our shield to get through this annoying screen. This screen, we're not going to use our shield. In an actual run, I would use my shield here. But for safety, this one, we're going to use our shield right away. This one, use our shield once we get past that green pillar. You can even do it a tiny bit before that, I think. And then we're there. And we get our power up again, and that refills our shields. And we're on stage 3. We're buffering A and left again. And up, because you could try picking up this mace thing, but I really don't like it. And we're switching to bombs. That's the first item that we need to use. You don't have to use your bombs to break through those. It's just a slightly bit faster to do it. Bombs to get through there. I grab that little gun. Alright, we know our shield's about to run out on the next screen, so we're going to change the shield, use it right away, change back to bomb. Go along the top, go along the top, kill this guy. He gives us a good pattern, so we can just go that. Or you would use a shield in that previous room. Alright, so we bust out those 2 blocks, use shield 1, 2, 3 as we're going along to change back to bomb. We're switching to Genocide on the climb. Oh, you troll. That's alright. We gotta see what happens now if we lose our power up. So I use Genocide there. Shoot that guy. We're gonna use Genocide in the next room also. Genocide. And then this one, we're just taking our time. Go to the top, go around. We just don't want to waste any lives. Switching to our bouncers. Oh, come on. On rare occasions, like, the bouncer doesn't work there. I'd say you can use your shield here. Because that one... The timing is not tough on that one, but it can be kind of deceptive. It turns, like, really fast. This one, we're just waiting. Since we don't have any extra shields. Not a big deal, because we're going to be taking a death in 2 screens anyway. Alright, bouncers. Bust out all the green blocks. You can go along this also to bait out the missiles while you're protected. So I do that. Switch to bouncers if we want in here to try and bust things up. Alright, we took our death. Oh, what the? So that missile trolled me a little. But yeah, we're going to stay along the top. I'm going to switch to Genocide for these guys. And then go along the bottom. They typically don't like to go along the bottom, so. This one, we're just going to try and go where they're not. Stay on the right. This one, I shoot that... Oh, or I don't. I try to shoot that guy. Alright, just wait for an opening. We use our Genocide. Go down to the middle right. That's a safer spot. We have an extra Genocide to spare here, so we can just use it. Bomb our way through. No reason to be greedy here. Alright, we're just going to drop down. You tend to get stuck in the ceiling if you hold up through that transition. Alright, we're going to try and get through this room. We can get through this room. All right, we didn't. So we're gonna use our Genocide and then switch to shield. We can use our shield now. It'll make it all the way through. We're taking an intentional death. Shoot that out. Shield. Let me just go through this. 1, 2 to get the Seekers. You can try and go through. We didn't make it, so no big deal. Shield. And boom. 630. That's not too bad. Like, I think pretty consistently you can get around this time using the route that I laid out for you. So yeah, the important things are getting through stage 1 with 8 or 9 lives. You really want to get through with 9 if you can. Stage 2, you should be getting through without dying. There's not too many tricky screens. And then stage 3, you just want to get as far as you can without losing the suit. Until, ideally, you want to keep it going until you get to the screen where we take the intentional death. If you don't take that intentional death, you're going to get to a further screen where you have to bust through with bombs, and you're not going to have enough bombs. So I think you'd have to wait for the game to kill you there and refill your bombs. But yeah, hopefully that route helps out a little bit. I know this is a tough game and it's a bit scary, but I even died early on that run right there, and I still finished with 2 lives. So I think that'll be it for it, and yeah, hopefully it helps out. Good luck on your runs.